Greetings, human! Welcome to the introduction video of ShiftSmith for developers, and developers. We will be learning how to install the prerequisites of ShiftSmith, and so we will be kicking it off. Okay.
Round 1.
Okay, so let's begin. What we'll need to do first is we'll need to install, we'll log in as the administrator, so that means as root for Linux. Right now this box is a Ubuntu box, and we'll be installing Apache 2. And there we go, we just press yes, and installing. It's installing, and downloading modules, enabling them. These are the default configuration that we'll need right now. So, yeah, we are currently running an Ubuntu terminal here to get under a virtual machine so that it doesn't affect our main desktop system. I'm using VMware Player for non-commercial, as this is free. Yep, open source, and there we go. We are currently installing all the prerequisites for Apache 2, and we'll need to verify the service, start the service of Apache 2, and then once it's started, we'll be able to verify its status by systemctl. There's two ways. There's systemctl that we can use to verify the status, so systemctl status and then Apache 2, or we do service Apache 2 status, and we'll be able to verify the status that way. So here is the other way with service Apache 2, and okay, and then we'll be going to the browser and verify if Apache has indeed been installed by visiting localhost, and there it is. We have a Ubuntu Apache 2 default page. There we go, with default configuration. Now, for this example, we'll be installing MySQL as well. MySQL runs well with PHP and ShiftSmith, and yeah, so we'll install MySQL, and no need for sudo, just apt-get, and install MySQL server and MySQL client, and there we go. And we are installing it. And continue, use the disk on space. Yes. Alrighty. And we'll set up the password for MySQL to be PO. And we've repeated the password, so the admin password will be PO for no apparent reason. Let's just choose a password. Meh, we chose one. So it's currently installing, the server is installing, and the client as well. Once it has finished installing, we will be able to verify the status of MySQL. So let's verify that. Systemctl again, or service. We have the two choices there. Systemctl status MySQL, and it is indeed running. And there we go. That's the other way. Service MySQL status, and it is indeed running. So we have the proof that our system is currently running. And next we'll need to install PHP, or fetch all the newer resources for the packages. This is a fresh install of Ubuntu, so it shouldn't have any updates required, as we are currently at the latest version. Yeah, so now we'll install PHP 7, the latest and greatest, and go on and install it for MySQL. So we'll install PHP 7 dash MySQL. We'll need the CURL module as well. And we'll need the JSON module as well. And next we'll need the CGI module as well. And there we go. There we go. Installing PHP, PHP modules being installed, PHP 7, latest and greatest. And there we go. We have pretty much all we need. And there we go. Installing. And let's verify the status of the PHP install. So what we can do is just php.v, which is, since PHP can be run from bash, we can see that the Zend framework for PHP is installed. And next, what we'll be doing is outputting PHP info into a PHP file to verify that PHP is indeed running. So we'll just write a sample PHP file, which PHP info as the content, and verify if PHP is indeed running correctly with Apache 2. So systemctl will restart Apache 2. And there we go. Now that Apache has been restarted, we can verify the status of Apache 2, or just go in the browser and try and access our test PHP file, which should output the PHP configuration of the server. And it's not currently outputting, it's outputting PHP as text. So what that means is that our Apache isn't configured to run PHP now. PHP has been installed, Apache has been installed, but Apache doesn't know that PHP has been installed, so we'll need to install the library of PHP apt-get install, apt-get install, and lib apache 2 mod PHP. So there we go. We will mod Apache to go and work with PHP. There we go. Enabling module. And there we go. Service restart Apache 2. And there we go. And if we go back into the browser, and there we go, PHP is installed. Hooray! So it works well with Apache. Okay, so now we need to install the mod rewrite module on Apache. It's an Apache mod, so we type in a2en mod rewrite. And okay, so it has already been installed on this machine. Huzzah! We have now completed the prerequisites section for the environment of ShiftSmith, and that's it.